You're listening to the Epic Stories podcast, presented by Earlham College. Here's your hosts, Tanaka and Carlton.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Epic Stories podcast. My name is Tanaka.
My name is Carlton.
And our guest for today is?
Maellynn.
Alright, so how are you doing today, Maellynn?
I'm doing fine, and you?
I'm alright.
I'm alright too.
Alright, maybe so to start with, can you tell us where you're from and how you ended up coming to Earlham?
Okay, so I'm from Reunion Island, which is a small, tiny island in the Indian Ocean between Madagascar and Mauritius. And did I say it's French? No? Okay, I'm gonna redo that. So I'm from Reunion Island. It's a small French island in the Indian Ocean, and it's between Madagascar and Mauritius. Yeah.
That's really cool. I actually also have my friend who's from Reunion Island.
Really?
Yeah, who I went with to the same school, so she told me a lot about Reunion.
You went to Robert Bosch?
Yeah.
Anaï?
Anaï.
Nice. Yeah. I like her.
Yeah, so maybe you can follow up by telling us a bit about how you ended up coming to Earlham.
Yes, so before Earlham, I was in UWC India, Mahindra, United World College of India. And then I asked my advisor, like, where should I go? And then she was like, what do you want? Like, what type of school do you like? And then I was like, I want like a small school, like kind of like UWC vibe, small community. And then she was like, I think Earlham is the best fit for you. And I was like, okay, why not? Tried, got in, that's it.
So,
yeah.
Earlham was your first choice?
And that was my first and only choice.
Wow,
really?
That's really cool.
I was like, if I get in, then might as well just go. Yeah.
Yeah, both Carlton and I also went to UWC, and it was almost the same similar situation.
Yeah.
I think that's interesting because usually there's a lot of people who are like stressing about like the applications to colleges, and you have like a long list of like 8 or 10, and you're like on pressure trying to figure out which one is the best.
Yes. No, I mean, I was like looking at others, but then I was like, it's the first one I applied to, and the first one had accepted me, so I was like, why apply somewhere else?
Yeah.
Like, what for? So I'm glad to be here now.
That's really nice.
That's nice.
So when you got to Earlham, what's your major and which year are you in?
So I'm a peace and global study major, and I am a senior.
So you're about to
leave
head out soon. That's
Yep.
exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So do you have like anything that stood out to you about Earlham when you came, or from your time here?
I think maybe what stood out for me was my major, because like I've never heard of such a major called Peace and Global Studies. When I go back home, everyone is like, wait, what? Like they don't understand what I am studying, but I love what I'm studying. I love that it's such a broad topic, and also kind of very specific about like conflict resolution, especially today, like with how the world is going. Like I think it's a good major to have to like better understand the world we live in. So I'm really passionate about what I'm studying, so that's what I like best about Earlham.
That's really nice. I was actually going to ask a follow-up question on that. So when you came here, did you already know that you want to do peace and global studies, or were you helped with some of our career coaches, or how did that work?
No, I came for this major.
Mm.
Like, okay, my advisor at UWC told me like this is what would work, but then like in the list of like majors, like I was like in the list of school stories, that's the major that interested me the most. So like I was like, I want to do something correlated to law, but also kind of some politics, some international affairs. And then I saw this one and I was like, that's what I want to do. Yeah.
That's really cool.
And so was that based on, you said you did apply to Earlham, and then when you got in, you were like, so was that something you were also considering? Is your major when you were applying?
My major?
Yeah, so were you considering peace and global studies when you were applying to Earlham?
Yeah, I came for it. Like
Ah,
I wanted
so
that.
you already knew.
Yeah, but I was open. Like once I arrived, I was like, let's see, let's try, and if I like something else, um, I might change direction. And for example, now I'm declaring my minor in African and Afro-American history. So that one I really like too. But double majoring right now, it's not what I want to do. So I'm taking it as a minor. Yeah.
So have you already used your Epic advantage?
Yes, I used it this summer. I used it this summer for doing my internship with UNICEF. Yeah. So I went to France with it.
Wow. How did you get in touch with UNICEF?
Okay, looking for an internship was not easy. It was like not easy. And then I reached out to my advisor, Epic advisor, John. And I was like, please help me. Like, I'm lost. And then we made like a list of the thing I would be interested in. And you send emails. Some people don't even reply. Some people say no. Some people it just doesn't exist anymore or whatever. So then I went through some website and I was like, okay, what can I do? And UNICEF is like a big organization.
Yeah.
But like going to the top is kind of complicated. So I was like, how can I make my way through it, And then I found that they have like smaller committee for like national and then local. And then I applied to where I was born and I contacted that person and I was like, hey, so are you looking for someone? And then they were like, yeah, sure. And then it's the committee of the north of France. I did it in Carvin and Arras. And that's how I made my way in, by trying to look for like a smaller UNICEF kind of.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So what exactly were you doing there? Like,
So you're working with kids, kind of, like like educating them on their rights and like telling them like, hey, here are your rights, and by the way, did you know you have some? Because like some kids, they don't know, they are not aware, it's not something that you usually talk a lot about. And so I had to talk to kids and teach them about their rights, that they were 4 years old or 16 years old. And then it's like, okay, how do I approach that? Because like I cannot just read rights to a 4 years old, and I cannot be like, you want to play this game to a 16. So they had like UNICEF had like different ways to approach like all the kids. So through games, to like you go to their school. So I went to a high school and we talk about it, make activities, or then you go to primary school and you just like play those games with dice. It's just like you adapt to your audience kind of, and tell them that their rights matters and that they have some, and also like how to be a good world citizen. Yeah.
this is very impressive.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So I'm sorry, I'm actually going to ask more questions on this one. So how did you do, like, because I'm just imagining, right, you went to France. So how did you do the planning when it comes to managing, like, how much are you going to spend on this aspect, for example, maybe rent house and transportation? How did you food and everything, how did you make the plan? And
Okay, so I met with, well, I didn't meet because I was in Thailand, but like I was on Zoom with John, and then like there is like this document where you make an estimation of like what you're gonna use, how much you're gonna spend. I don't know, I guess I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to need a car to like go to work to the internship every day, or I'm gonna take the bus because there is public transportation where I am. So what is the cost of a ticket bus, and then or how much will gas cost me? And then I make a little estimation, and I'm like, okay, this is how much I might spend. Yeah.
Okay, that's really interesting. I'm now thinking like, okay, you spend this time in France working at UNICEF and trying to like teach and educate children on their rights.
Yes.
And I'm wondering like what kind of skills and stuff did you pick up while doing that?
Well, I definitely picked up on adapting to my audience. Like I said, like I cannot have the same speech to a little kid and to someone that is soon to be a young adult. And then also had to observe. Like I was not always active. Like I was also like looking at how are they meeting, how are they organizing this event, because they were doing events like Uni Days, which is like a big thing for UNICEF. And then I'm like, okay, how are you guys interacting with each other and planning this big event and knowing like what we're gonna do, what we're gonna say, how, what do we need. So that was also good to just be able to like learn by just observing, taking notes, and then I got to apply it when I was participating in those activities. So there was like a great like lay of event like steps to learn, I guess.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Just following up from Carlton's question, right? So if you're stepping back from the whole process, from when you started to see like John helping you with the application process until you actually got the internship and you working, what other skills do you think that whole like whole experience?
Patience, for sure, because it was hard. It was hard to find something, to know what I was really interested in. How can I make the best use of my epic advantage? Like all of this, like that was like a long process, and it was like, okay, I'm gonna have some rejection, but like, and like it's gonna be hard, and some people are even not gonna answer, but I gotta keep pushing, because at the end maybe there's something better that will come.
Yeah.
So just like have perseverance and patience. That's like the key for this experience, because it was long.
That's really nice. I think Carlton and I very
good
soon we
advice.
also have to start applying for
Some
internships.
good
Start
advice.
early.
Patience.
Start
And
early.
perseverance. Don't just keep applying. Keep
Yeah.
applying.
Yeah.
Because like there was someone that was like, sure, I got you. Like, we're doing the internship with you. And then this person disappeared. She was like, she never answered ever again. She actually wasn't working there anymore.
Really?
And I was, yeah. And then I thought that I had something and I didn't. So I had to restart looking over again. So start early, guys.
Yeah, and we have to utilize our career coaches.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes,
Actually,
yes, that's really
I
helpful.
think we just set up our meetings this past week for the next few weeks.
Yeah.
So I think we'll soon be starting out that journey with the Epic Explorer.
Nice.
And then you also mentioned something about Thailand. Did you
Yes.
say you went to Thailand?
Yes.
Was
yeah.
it through Earlham or?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit more about that?
So I did my last semester in Thailand. So Earlham, they propose, like, you probably know, but like you can do study abroad, and with some schools that are called USAC. USAC is University Study Abroad College, I think.
Okay.
And there's different schools around the world, and I pick up Thailand, and then you apply with Earlham, and then I guess hopefully you get in and you go and you spend one semester. I know that sometimes you can spend like 1 year, but because I already went away before that with like semester at sea, I had to do like shorter time in Thailand because I cannot just be gone all the time. Yeah.
So you also took part in semester at sea.
Yes,
When was that?
that was my my first semester sophomore year. Yeah, fall 2023, I think. Yeah.
It's very.
Wow.
I really wanted to do also semester at sea, right? Like, is it the one where you spend the whole semester like traveling
On a
on a
boat.
boat? From,
Yes, you want to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should do it. You guys should apply.
I was actually seriously considering it last year. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. You guys should apply. It's like, and there is like special spot for UWC students. So like, you should take your chance and go.
So how have you been seeing these opportunities? For example, going to Thailand, semester at sea. Have you been utilizing some of our resources here, or were you just doing your own individual
Research.
search or
For semester at sea, like I always like see like those like there's those emails that they send like it will be Candice or Roger or Suzanne, and they're like, hey guys, by the way, there's this program, and I'm like, really? Let me click on that. Like all the time they send something, I'm like, okay, let me just take a little look, and then I try, and if it works, then that's good, But like, yeah, I guess like I keep up with my emails because sometimes there's some little hidden piece of jewelry there,
yeah?
and yeah, I just go and apply for it.
So now we have to check our emails,
Yeah.
emails seriously. That's really fine.
Refresh all the time.
All the time, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they send those things like the international advisors. They send it, so jump on it.
So have you also been involved with like other centers on campus? Maybe, for example, right now I can think of Center for Social Justice or any other.
I don't think so.
All right.
I'm not sure. Maybe I've had without knowing, but actually I'm not sure.
Last semester, were you able to go to the senior lounge?
I think that's when she was in
No, I was
Thailand.
in Thailand.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think I remember not seeing you around last semester.
Nope, I wasn't there. And
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, who is this? And they're like, they've been here for 2 years, and I'm like, wow, okay, sorry.
Well, I'm actually now thinking, since, for example, your sophomore year, you're not around, and then Thailand. So how were you?
Sophomore one semester, and then
yeah.
Thailand also one
So
semester.
how were you
Yeah,
like
one
balancing your classes and you going abroad? Did you also manage to find some classes along like peace and global studies when you were going to?
Yes. Well, you have to. You kind of like have to. So it's like kind of tricky because you want to do those great experiences, but you're like, okay, I don't want to jeopardize what I've been working on. So how can I combine both? And then you look at the classes that could like fill some requirements or that could fill your major requirements or general requirements, and then you talk a lot with your advisors or with your major like the head of department of your major, and ask, okay, what do you think about this? Do you think it can fit in it? And then yeah, if it fits, then it should be fine. So
Okay.
I try to take class that would count.
So that you don't have to go a step back, you just continue with your requirements. That makes sense.
And did you find like any difficulty with credits being transferred back to Earlham? Because I know, at least for transfer students,
Yes.
sometimes things don't
know.
match up.
Well, for example, for semester at sea, only the credits transfers, and then not your grades. But you need to have not lower than a certain grade to pass, so to get those credit transferred. So like the points, like they won't go to your like GPA, but then the credit will be transferred. But then it's like kind of tricky because if like freshman year you didn't do well and then you left sophomore year, then you come back, then you'll have the same GPA that couldn't go up. So kind of like,
You need to at least make sure your GPA
Yeah.
is pretty
it's
good
like
before you.
kind of good, yeah.
I see.
And same for like the study abroad in Thailand. I think it was like also just my credits, just my points. Yeah. So, but I guess it's fine. It's not so bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just remember that next week we're going to be having the Epic Expo. So how are you
Yes.
going to be showcasing your internship? Are you having like a poster or what are you?
Yeah, I know this year there's like fancy stuff. Like you can do like a podcast. You
Mhm.
can do, I think people can do presentation. But I wanted to go old school. I wanted to do the posters. So yeah, because I've seen everyone doing it. So I was like, it's my turn now. I want to do that too.
Mhm.
So I will present mine.
That's
That's
exciting.
really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, we'll also be there to see
Yeah?
the
Oh, well, you're not presenting yet.
we
No,
haven't-
not yet.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Actually, in like you said in the emails, I was reading the student newsletter, and that's when like I saw some stuff about you and how you had your internship with UNICEF,
Yes.
and then that's when I showed Tanaka. I was like, actually, Tanaka, we can actually invite Maellynn
Nice.
to come and talk to us about her experiences.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm glad to be here. It's nice.
Yeah, it was exciting.
Yeah.
Reading quite inspiring stuff.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
quite inspiring.
Thank you, guys.
So, I know you had like a lot of things which are very amazing throughout your time here.
Mm-hmm.
So, just thinking of like the skills that you've acquired through the Epic Advantage and
Yes.
all the other things that you've done, how would you see that helping you like in your future pursuing like your career?
I'm not sure. Like what I want to do later?
Yeah. Do you feel like the skills that you have gained throughout your time here, for some reason, or
Have like helped you
helped
to
you
direct like what you want to do.
I mean, it made me more sure because when I came, I knew that I wanted peace and global studies, but I was like, I'm open. I'm open to do new things. I'm open to discover more things because, you know, in mainland France, in Europe, when you do your well, like after high school, when you specialize yourself, like you're like directly specializing yourself. Like you're 18, you get out of high school, and if you want to be a doctor, when you're going to medicine school, like medical school. If you want to be a lawyer, you're going directly to law school. But here in the US, like you can do different things. Like I was able to take photography, I can take jazz ensemble, I can take like other things that are not so strict. But now that I am in my senior year, I'm like, no, I know what I want to do. Because I was able to explore. Now I'm like, okay, actually, I like this, but on the side, not on as like my main focus. So I want to do more things correlated to like law, international laws, maybe even promoting children's rights. I'm still like open to take new opportunities in those fields, but that's what I want to do.
I see.
Yeah.
I think, especially the idea that she mentioned of protecting children's rights, I
Yeah.
see it as like it's a very big thing because they can't really stand up for themselves, so they need
Yes.
like a voice too.
Yes. Like,
And in this day and age where like the way information moves and with social media,
I know.
it's so quick for children to just be absorbing so many things, stuff that they don't fully understand.
Yeah.
So it's important for them to also know like where they can go for help and what their rights actually are.
I
So-
agree.
Yeah, so just to make sure I understood what you said, so Earlham was like a ground where you were experimenting things and it helped you to narrow down what you really want to do after your time here.
Yes.
It's really
And because there's so many opportunities, then you get to like do a lot of things and understand what you really like.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like when you just came out of high school, like I could not have decided yet exactly what I want to do for the rest of my life, or for a big part of it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
Nice.
for now, do you have any ideas of what you plan to do after you graduate? Or still
That's a
figuring
huge
it out?
question. Is like you don't
That's
answer
the
that.
question you shouldn't ask the seniors.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. I mean, I know I want to continue to study.
Mm-hmm.
I know I want to do a master at least, but maybe I'll take a little break, maybe like one semester, something like that, to like, oof, okay, I just did that, you know?
Mm.
I just did 4 years of university, but yeah, I do want to do a master. And I think for the US, for me now it's over. This is a page that is
It's been
turning.
good.
I'm leaving, guys. It's done. I'm leaving, and I don't know where I will be, but not here anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Interesting. So is a master something that you think is like necessary for your like industry and where you want to be working in, for you to
Yes.
be able to have the most?
Yeah, I think so. I
Okay.
think that like especially like if I go back to Europe, or even if I go again to Asia, or if now I want to go to Africa, I don't know. I think that like I would like to get another degree. So because I explored so much before, now I want something like kind of
Very
specific, you know? Like
Ah.
now this is my specialty.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And like do a little bit more, push, see until where I can go, you know? Like let's just see how far like I can go into my education. And then when I will be too tired, I'll stop. But so far I think it's important for me to have a master.
I see.
Yeah.
I like that.
that's really cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
So, do you have any advice that you would like to share with like maybe other students watching this podcast, or prospective students who might be deciding to come to Earlham?
Or even for like us who are still trying to,
Because you had a
to figure
very
out stuff out.
inspiring time here at Earlham.
Well, what could I say?
For sure, patience.
And
Yeah,
perseverance.
patience and perseverance. Yeah, keep pushing. What else? No, I mean it's studying can be hard, but remember what you're doing this for. Like, why do you want to come here in the first place? Why do you want to get this bachelor? You know, like
Yeah.
don't lose
Don't forget.
this love or passion that you had when you arrived here. Even though it's hard, relax. Call your mom. Call your friends. Go outside. But like then, like okay, it's just this much more time, and then I'll get what I wanted. So, yeah, patience and perseverance. I guess those are the 2 words.
Thank you very
Of
much.
today.
Maellynn. This is some good advice. Patience
Yeah,
and
I think
perseverance.
Yes.
that's so important because nowadays we're kind of used to just getting whatever we want almost instantly. Even
Yes.
like with social media and even like online shopping and these kinds of things all contributing to that. So it's important to remember that some things, as much as you want them, this is actually gonna take some time.
Yes.
So you have to be ready to put in the time and still be there even when you just can't. You just still have to
For sure.
be there.
You know, and also it's like a lot of sacrifices.
Yeah.
Like what we're doing here, especially as international students. Like we're not at home, we're not speaking our native language, we're not being with our families, we're not eating our food. So, you know, all of those things, it's like okay, I came all the way here. Let's
Let's get the
Let's
best
do it,
out
you
of
know?
it.
Yeah.
Let's lock
Yeah.
in.
Yes, lock in because all of this I'm missing it. So
Yeah.
yeah, lock in and continue.
Wow.
No,
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Maellynn, for
Maellynn.
being here.
thank you.
This was
Yeah.
a great episode for sure.
Definitely.
And
Definitely. This has been the Epic Stories podcast, season 3. You can catch us everywhere that you listen to your podcasts.
Spotify, YouTube, Instagram Reels.
Whoa,
Apple Podcasts, soon to be iHeartRadio.
wow.
Yeah, so thank you for
Thank you.
listening and watching, and we'll see you the next
Next time.
time.